Hello everyone and welcome to College Spirit 3. My name is Thomas, next to me is Lewis, and currently on screen we have the Tier 3 driver standings with Medi Robbo leading the way, Connell in second, Ricky P3, Robert P4, Justin P5, Rage Snipes P6, GC P7, Dan P8, Jay Prentice P9, and Mazza is on there, should be Charlie because Mazza dropped down to EU4. Then we got Sneaky Tom in P11, Profotus P12, Cygate P13, Harold P14, Blaze P15, Kelswag P16, Thibaut P17, Steve P18, Lars and Chris. Together with Steve still looking to get their first points. Is it gonna be today? You never know. We will have to wait and see. We're currently here at the Abu Dhabi circuit, where we're gonna see hopefully a very interesting race. It's got a lot of different strategies to play with, so we will see what the drivers will go for. 3 sectors with 2 DRS straights, first one after the hairpin and then after the tight chicane, DRS detection point 2 and DRS zone 2. We will see a lot of overtaking there. The rest of the track is very narrow, won't see a lot of overtakes around there. 21 corners, like I said, tricky track, not a lot of grip and a lot of tire wear, so we will have to wait and see how that one pan out. On screen currently constructor standings, Alfa Romeo leading the way, a big gap to P2. Ferrari, Williams is close as well, together with McLaren and Red Bull is the 5th team. All those 3 teams actually really close. Then Haas in P6, Racing Point P7, AlphaTauri P8, Renault P9 and Mercedes with only 10 points in last place. So hopefully for them they will do a better job. And as we go now live to the track, Lewis mate, welcome, you're here in the commentary box with me. How are you doing?
Yeah, welcome everyone. Today should be a great race. We were just talking off air beforehand. We could very well have a 2-stopper. Well, the plan is for the majority of these guys a 2-stopper, which will add in strategy to this race. Much more so than what we normally get 1-stoppers. It's normally the way of 50% races. But yeah, really looking forward to tonight, seeing who's going to be quick in qualifying. But strategy will be key. There's a really big undercut around this track, particularly the traction zones. So yeah, very much looking forward to it.
Definitely currently on board with Dennis. I'm gonna get everything up to the screen. Inventory on. So here we go. Then talked to him earlier today. He's not really confident about his pace today. He said compared to last week that he's not really on the level today. So yeah, let's see what he can do. Maybe he can help his teammate with a different strategy. Currently going under the hotel and on to the last 2 turns. Jacek is replacement for Cygate today from AU4. He currently puts in the fast lap, is then gonna improve on the 134.8. Yes, he is. He improves to a 134.3, and Robert puts in a 134.3 as well.
Yeah, good starts. Obviously the track a little bit green at the moment. We will expect the lap times to come down as the session develops. 13 and a half minutes to go. So anyone that's new to our racing league watching right now, we use a short format for qualifying, which is 18 minutes, and that will determine the starting off the race. And the top 10, as is Formula 1, have to start on the tyre they set their best lap on. So we expect the majority of people to do that on the soft. Don't expect anyone really to be doing medium runs. Everyone's going to go out for their best attempts. And yeah, so far 134.3 is fastest by Dan on P2. Hervaldinius, we've got a few yellows, so Hervaldinius, P3. How do you pronounce?
It's yeah, he said to me last week that we could actually call him Harold, so that would that's making life much easier. So we can just call him Harold. Yellow. Yeah, I think it's a Red Bull you're talking about now.
No, it was actually Harold.
Oh, fair enough.
But he's skipping. I thought he was going off into the wall, but it was actually his. He's all right now, but briefly it went a bit funny with him. It looks like it still is actually. If you, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems to like as if he's drifting offline and then it comes back.
Oh, nice, great internet connection. I'm currently on board with Medi Robbo. He just finished Sector 2, our championship leader. Talked to him earlier today as well, and he said to me that he wants to go into the Monaco Grand Prix with at least a 25-point difference. to the rest of the guys. So he needs to make it work today if he wants to achieve that goal. Yellow briefly in sector 3. That's for a Mercedes going slow. But Medi Robo is not going to get hindered by the last corner onto the start finish line. What is he gonna do? He puts in a 1:34.0, which puts him currently P1 together with his teammate in P2.
Yeah, so far so good for those guys. Expect the laps to get into the 133s today. That is definitely doable. A lot of people still yet to set lap times. Let's see. Kelster's on a hot lap.
It's Justin actually. Kelswijk is giving Justin a little bit of slipstream, was a little toe on the long straight. So let's see if Justin is gonna benefit anything from it. He had a really strong performance last week at Brazil, where he actually managed to stay with the front guys, but unfortunately, due to penalties, I think he didn't get first place. Purple sector 2, don't know how much that means because almost everyone gets a purple sector 2 every time on this game.
Yeah.
But it's looking like a solid lap, this one. Onto the triple right-hander, really easy to look up as well if you don't run ABS. And then on the hotel, it's such an incredible lap actually to see. Like, it's not really one for the fans, like there are not really much stands to watch the race, but actually from our point of view on TV it actually looks stunning. Onto the start finish line, is he gonna improve? Oh, 1:35.1, he won't be happy with that one. P8 currently for the Dutchman in the Red Bull.
Yeah, not a quick lap time, but we'll have at least one more go, but well, 10 minutes to go, we'll be able to get sneak in 2 more runs only just though. It was quite an awkward time that he did his whole lap there. Robert's out on his second run, which is about right. But yeah, this track is one of those, it's actually, I think, it's not the worst track in the world. Yes, you've got areas like the long straights, you spend a lot of time on the floor. I find the first sector fun, obviously, that fast flowing left and right hander. The chicane before the hairpin is a little bit, it's only there obviously for safety reasons, but that final sector you can make a lot of time out of and requires a lot of skill. It narrows down into almost like a street circuit field where the barriers come very close to you. That sector 3 is actually very technical and challenging. The rest of the lap, in particular those 2 straights, is very much down to your top speed. But it's such an impressive facility, and obviously it's a twilight race that F1 has, and just looking to set another quick lap time.
Yeah, currently on board with Robert. Yeah, Robert just started his lap, so I'm going on board with Dutchman. Currently in P4 as he is just about to improve half a tenth up on his 1:34.3. So let's see if he can improve his sector 2 coming out of the hairpin. Good exit. Now with DRS. Let's see what he can do. Of course, at the beginning of this season he was one of the title contenders, definitely. He showed the pace at Zandvoort pre-season. He showed the pace first couple of races, but he's just been unlucky as well, to be honest. Got caught up in incidents, a little bit of penalties, a little bit of bad luck. And you see Medi Robo staying clean, staying out all of the carnage. Hasn't been lucky at all, to be honest, because his race got worse because of 2 safety cars as well early on. But yeah, we expected a little bit more from him, or at least I expected a little bit more from him, to be honest. But now being in P4 and on for an improvement, should be able to put it maybe on pole position, but at least in front of Conway, as it's such close. And the top of the field going under the tunnel now. He's got a McLaren in front, but I don't think it's gonna hinder him too much. And onto the double right-hander before the end of the lap. Don't run wide, which he doesn't. Coming through the last corner now onto the start finish straight. Is Robert gonna improve? Yes, he is. 1:33.5. That's what we're talking about. 5/10 quicker than Medi Robo. Brilliant lap from the Dutchman, as he is definitely setting the pace tonight.
Yeah, earlier in the warm-up practice, as you call it, he didn't do this sort of lap time, so that's just a big improvement. A couple of tenths up on his earlier qualifying. Looking like he's took a step up, but how can the others respond? Harold is on a flyer going down the main back straight, heading into the chicane now. such an important corner to try and get the traction. Missed the apex slightly. Lose a bit of time there. But we're coming down another straight, not past the support paddock.
We lost a little bit.
Yeah. Coming through, waiting for that sector. What was it? What was the sector 2 time? Did you get it?
I didn't see a sector 2 time.
No, I didn't see a sector 2 time either.
I think he lost it coming out of the left-hander, so I don't think it's gonna be a big improvement as he comes into the pits. Yeah. K-Mark is in the chat. He says, have a good race through a lovely commentator's deal this evening. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. Welcome and happy you are here watching the stream once again. Many Robo's in the chat as well. He says, game on, Robert. Love this. So he's enjoying the competition. And JSAC actually.
Yeah, JSAC.
With 134.2. Good lap time from him. Of course, he's the EU4 driver, so we need to keep in mind that being in P5, he's actually showing some brilliant pace. Ricky in P2, improving as well with 133.7, so he's getting close to the Robert, but not close enough to take pole position. Is anyone gonna take pole position from him? That's gonna be the question for today. Let's see if anyone else is on for an improvement. Maybe Ray Snipes. Yes, he is on a soft now. His first lap was 134.7 on mediums. He's on softs now. Oh, and he invalidates the left-hander. That's lap time over. And you can try again, mate.
Yeah, fortunately, it's just before the pit lane. Oh, you almost
missed. That was really close.
I expect people to do it. I think it's harder now in this game than it was in the other games, especially when the tyres are wearing out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see people hitting that wall, because it is so easy to do it. It's so clumsy, because you have to go so slow, the downforce gets taken away, and you feel like you're going too slow, but you just understeer away into the tyre barrier there, and you can get disqualified, as I was witness to earlier with Stumpy. But yeah, JSAC doing really well at the moment, P6 like you said, Connell up into P4.
And Roland as well, being in P5, he's been really busy over the last couple of days, so hasn't got his time in practice to really get up to grips with this track. While being in P5, he's actually doing a brilliant job, and he's so close to taking P4 of Connell, so maybe at the end he can improve on his lap time. Currently on board with Blades, as he hasn't been able to put in a lap on mediums as well, surprisingly enough. So he's either gonna gamble on getting inside the top 10 on mediums, or he's just trying to set a banker lap time. But with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go, that's gonna be really tight if you want to get another lap in.
He's gonna have to pit now, like if otherwise he won't be able to do it again. So Blades either is going for a brilliant, well, he bring a little bit too late there, and he's missing the apexes. And I don't think it's going to be challenging top 10 this lap. And he doesn't pit either, so he's going, and he's already run out of the RS, so I don't really quite know what he was doing. 135.1, he is outside the top 10, so
outside of the top 10, and will be very close to him to put on lap time in, as I think that Ray Snipes coming out of the pit, yeah, with another flash of soft tires, and I think that is Harold following him closely. Let's see, we've got KV in the chat. He says if Spot gets a point, then gifted subs will be handed out. Yeah, I'm gonna say, because I spoke with Lars and he said in the chat as well that he was gonna do a Gasly, but also he was gonna get a podium today. If he gets a podium, I'm gonna give away 10 subs as well. So yeah, go for it.
Matty Robbo is on a hot lap and he's backed out. He lost it in the he got a bit greedy on the curb in turn 2, and the rear end stepped out on him, and he obviously felt he lost too much time. So I'm surprised he didn't try and carry on, because I'm sure he would have been able to make up for it now at this stage of the session. But I guess he's gone to back out, and maybe he's going to try and do one more run, but save the softs.
Hopefully for him, he's got enough fuel in the car left as well to put in another lap. Hopefully he hasn't like minimal fuel in it. Let's see, Robert is on an outlap as well. Ricky just coming out of the pit. That's gonna be a close one together with Profodas actually, as there is a Ferrari coming past. Oh guys, be careful. It is Spot coming out. He's coming on board with Spot. He is a tier 4 driver as well. Roland gets out of the way nicely. Let's see if the big mighty Spot is gonna improve on his 135.4. Teammate on the left hand side with DRS now.
Evo is doing really well on the run. He looks really smooth. He can carry a bit more speed, but it's looking really tidy from Evo. I think this is going to put him up towards around that top 10. Just outside, 135 dead unfortunately for him, but it looks solid. The next one is a McLaren.
Think
he's
that,
going slow.
yeah, Joe is probably is gonna put his hot lap in. Is Dan on a quick lap? Yes, he is. With a Haas behind him. Let's see, is Dan gonna improve on the 134.3? Yes, he is. 134.1, currently P4. And I think it's Robert behind him. No, it's not. Robert is already at the back straight, so it was Lars behind him. As Lars put it up into P10 with a 134.6. Good lap from the Dutchman, currently on board with his teammate. A Dutchman as well going through the triple header. Is he on for an improvement? He's 2/10 clear from Ricky in P2. He wants to have a bigger gap, of course, through the left-hander, and then 2 turns left. Is Robert gonna improve? And will it be a pole position? It's so tidy and so good from Robert. It's looking really solid. Onto the line. Oh, 1,000. It's 1,000 of a second. Last lap from Robert. But is Ricky gonna improve? Currently on board with him, he was 100th of a second quicker than his last lap time. Oh, look at Matty Robbo! 133.4. Taking pole position from him. All the pressure on Ricky now. Oh, it is pushing it to the absolute limit. Is he on for improvement? The end of sector 2 is coming close.
We've got a few guys all keep
oh, he's not. He's 5/10 down on his lap time. It won't be an improvement for Ricky.
Joel Granger coming through.
It's Roland behind him. Yeah, Ricky is given up and Roland is on for an improvement.
Yeah, Roland's 10th and a half up.
Let's see, going through the hotel now. Come on, Roland. In P10 now, that's definitely not where you want to be. It's either going to be P11 or a big improvement. Let's see what the captain is going to do. He goes on to the line. Come on! 34.1. Solid lap time from Roland. And I think that's going to be it, because Spot was slow. Yeah, he has given up on his lap time. Is Harold on for an improvement? I don't think so. No, he's definitely not on for an improvement. And Rage Snipe finished as well. So this is it for today's Grand Prix, with Matty Robbo being in pole position next to him, Robert. Finally, a good qualifying session for him. Ricky P3, Harold P4, Rage Snipes P5. Joe, as an AU4 driver, brilliant job putting it up into P6. Roland P7, then P8, Justin P9 and Connell rounding off the top 10. All those guys in the top 10 have to start on the soft tire. First one with the free choice of tire is JSEC being in P11. Lars P12, good job from him. Timo P13, Blades P14, Kelswag P15, Sneaky Tom P16, Spot P17 and Jizzy P18.
So yeah, Matty's able to do it. He on the second lap on those softs, he obviously saved them enough to do 133.4. Very impressive lap by Matty.
What is Spot doing? He's just driving slow. I think he's the last one, apart from
Harold.
It's
a 3-minute one. It's a 3-minute one.
That's impressive.
Get on the spot.
So here we have it. the top 11 within a second. Lars is first one to drop outside of the 1 second window. This just shows how close this field is actually. 11 cars within the 1 second around this track. You expect it around the tracks like Austria, Monza, but not around here, so that's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, super close. The top 10, top 11 within a second, and yeah, pretty impressive lap times. 1:33.4 for Matty for Tier 3. That's a really good lap time for pole position. So yeah, but this is the main event. This is the race itself, and as I mentioned, I mean, we were having a debate about it. The good thing with Tier 3 is they are the guinea pigs. They give us guys with races this great insight into strategy. But for these guys, will there be people that will go for a one stop? Most probably the guys outside the top 10 will have a look at it. I don't know whether that would be necessarily the best strategy, but we'll find out very shortly.
Yeah.
Is it going to be soft, medium, soft?
Yeah, it's going to be... I think it will depend on how big the gap is, as JSEC just pressed X. I think it will depend on how big the gap is between the guys inside the top 10. I think if Maddie and the likes of Maddie, Robert, all those guys, if they are able to like pull away, then I think they will go for the 2-stop just to be absolutely sure. But I think those guys who've got nothing to lose, especially outside of the 10, will definitely try to go for the 1-stop. So we will just have to wait and see. I will get the detail up now as everyone is loading onto the grid, because then we can actually see the tires. It's JSEC and B11 going for the hards, and we've got Kelsey, Sneaky Tom and Jizzy going for the mediums. The rest of the grid is all on softs, surprisingly enough. So yeah, it just depends. You just can't predict it because you can go so many different ways. We'll just have to wait and see, really.
There's a 3-stop prediction here.
A 3-stop prediction.
I don't think the 3-stop will work. Oh, and Tebow has been disqualified, so obviously that must be due to contact in the formation lap. Don't worry, he's not disqualified from the race. It's just if you make contact with someone else, you are then sent back to the main grid. So his tyres are going to be stone cold.
Yeah, everyone get your predictions in. We've got KV predicting the podium of Medirobo, Robert and Ricky, so exactly how it stands right now. Blaze is in with a very good prediction. He says Spot P1, Blades P2 and Lars P3. I think that's pretty much doable.
Come on, we can't have Monza happening twice now, can we? Not in the space of 24 hours.
Arbar in with Matty, Ricky and Dan, surprisingly enough. Dan in PA, he is the dark horse, to be honest. Like, he can surprise out of nowhere together with Roland, and they're both in P7 and PA, so you never know. Spade is in and he says Rage P1, Dan P2 and Matty P3. So a lot of different predictions for once. Normally it's like the standard top 3, the standard names, but a lot of different names we see out there. Yeah, I'm gonna say, you know, why not? I'm gonna say Robert P1, Matty P2 and Ricky P3.
Yeah, I think Matty, I haven't seen Matty's race pace, or people getting disqualified for contact. Fortunately it's right at the end. I will go for a Matty win as well. It depends on how good Ricky's pace is, but I think Rage Snipes could go. I'm going to be loyal with the racing point, guys. I reckon Rage might surprise and get a P3 today. So mine's Matty, Ricky and Rage.
Fair enough. We will have to wait to see after 28 laps. A little bit less than an hour. We will wait how this race turned out to be. So we're waiting for the 5 red lights. I don't know if you can see the lights. I love this game. Oh, it's a jump start from Jizzy. Medirobo. It's lights out and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's a good start from Medirobo. It's a terrible start from Robert as Harold is already down the inside. Oh, Robert breaks late.
Super late.
And it actually is costing him a lot of positions right now. Mehdi shut the door, of course, and that's Ricky P2, Rage P3, Harold P5, and Robert dropped down to P6. Not a good start from the Dutchman. Oh, Ricky overtaking Matty Robbo down the inside. Oh, side by side through the hairpin. Who's gonna get the better exit? It is Matty getting the better exit, but Ricky in the slipstream. Is he gonna get past? On the straight, let's see. Of course, no DRS yet until lap 3. Oh, Rage Snipes is gonna go down the inside. Brilliant straight line speed from the Dutchman in the racing point. As he is now side to side with Mehdi, they leave each other the space. Oh, good exit from Rage Snipes, but Ricky, look at Ricky. Are they gonna make it 3 wide after the second straight? Rage Snipes has got the inside, which should be able to take the position from Mehdi Robbo. Still side by side, again the inside for Rage, and he takes the position from Mehdi Robbo. So Rage Snipes now in the effectively contact, yellow flag, it's a Renault, and that's Profodes off.
Yeah, and a McLaren as well. I thought it was a McLaren, Joel Grange, yes it was, but he was able to carry on. But yeah, unfortunately for Roland, Jizzy, I don't know if he's actually racing or not, because it looks like it's a ghost. Maybe no, he doesn't actually. No.
I think he is racing, but it really weird situation. Like he put off immediately. Like he was not even waiting for the lights to go off. He was just like, no, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, but he's already massive. It's like he's not there because he's driving very slow.
Yeah.
He's already been caught by the field. So I don't know what's quite happened there. But yeah, Rage used a lot of his energy down that straight, which is why, and yeah, it's definitely something wrong because he's been ghosting. Jizzy's ghosting on us, so maybe it's an error.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just some
one of those
weird.
Where he's actually racing on track.
Oh, yeah, one of those ones. Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. That's gonna be something for the stewards to deal with.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's not gonna cause any carnage because he's ghosting, so no one can pick damage from it, and that's like the positive side of things. You talked about Rage Snipes using a lot of ERS, but he's actually able to pull away almost a second already from the Robo. Yellow sector 2. That's that's Dan. Dan is off.
Virtual safety car.
Did he get spun? He lost his full front wing. What happened between Dan and... Oh, Justin got front wing damage as well. Justin being in P10, Dan in P14, virtual safety car is actually helping Dan now to get back to the pits. And to make sure he is not gonna lose too much time. Lars is fighting with Sneaky Tom during the virtual safety car conditions. That is surprisingly to see as well.
That's what you see. But Rage Snipes, yeah, he used up. He's been able to save quite a bit now, but he used it more down that straight.
Oh, Roland!
As he crashed again big time.
Is it damage for the Dutchman? No, it's not. Just a spun. Well, it's not gonna help his race. But yeah, what you wanted to say, Rage Snipes, Mehdi Robbo, 1 second gap, and Ricky is gonna take full advantage of it, as he will get DRS, and Mehdi Robbo, not. Let's see, Ricky now with the DRS. Is Mehdi Robbo gonna get DRS? Oh, Mehdi Robbo did get DRS, so crucially enough, he got within the 1 second window before the DRS detection point. As Robert is the first one to drop outside of the 1 second window, so he's really vulnerable for Connor now in P5, as Connor will definitely try to make a move on the Haas driver. Let's see what the Williams driver can do. He's not close enough to make a move, but Robert needs to be careful now, and he needs to pick up the pace. Up front though, Mehdi Robbo closed the gap. He definitely picked up some pace. Still 90% ERS left. Brilliant job from Male Drive. As Lars picked up a 3-second time penalty already. But being in PA, he's actually doing a brilliant job. Sneaky Tom in front of him on those mediums, crucially enough. He had a brilliant start.
Yeah, both Sneaky Tom and Pure Blades gained 8 places. Sneaky Tom's gained 9 places.
Oh my days.
Really good for those guys. And a lot of the front runners had bad, so Harold lost 10 places, and obviously Roland and Dan have both lost 10 places as well. So not ideal for them. Snipes obviously started 6th, sorry 5th, has moved up into P1. So yeah, he's done well, and Connell's gained 5 places as well, up to P5.
You can see Ray Snipes gaining time on Middle through sector 3, so I assume that Ray Snipes is running much higher downforce because Middle is just closing in on the straight, but did he close in enough to get DRS? No, he didn't.
Yes.
And Ricky did get DRS.
No, Matty has got DRS.
Matty has got DRS?
Yes, he has.
It's closed on my screen.
Oh wow, really? He had it open on mine.
Oh, fair enough, but that's brilliant.
But he's definitely got it again this time as well.
Yeah, he's got it this time.
Yeah, Matty's got a lot more straight down speed down the straight. I wonder in the next lap or two will we see an undercut? Because if I was one of the guys, you know, like Connell, Rob's made a move on Connell and Robert battling it out. Rob doesn't have the same speed he had in qualifying and seems to be struggling a little bit now. And it's dropping back from the top 3. I wonder who will look at undercutting, I was going to say, because it is such a big advantage getting off these softs onto fresh mediums. Just for that extra lap alone, you'll be able to gain a second and a half. So what will anyone decide to pit? Not on this lap, expected, but maybe in the next lap we might see someone going for the gamble.
Yeah, it just depends on whether you want to make a 1-stop or a 2-stop. If you are gonna go for the 2-stop, then you can definitely think about going to make an undercut. And I think for the likes of Connell and Pure Blades, if they are planning on making a 2-stop, they definitely need to undercut Robert, because it clearly shows that they're not being able to get past him on pure pace and on track, so they need to do it with a pit stop. So they're now going on board with Connell, because he will get DRS, but he's on 40% ERS, and he's definitely not close enough to Robert to make a move on this straight. Is he gonna close in enough on the second straight to maybe think about a move? He tried it last lap, didn't work. Is he gonna try it this lap once again? But still, the gap is almost 8 tenths, and that's definitely not close enough to make a move. Robert goes defensive, trying to break the slipstream, which worked enough because Connell is not being able to get past. Sneaky Tom is battling with Joe. He got up into P7 on those medium, crucially enough. Oh, and Joe and Lars are battling. Joe lost it on exit, Lars had to back out. Great battle going on as well for the last couple of points in this race.
Very early days here. Lap 5 is just about to be completed. Rage still holding it out, but like you say, he's using a lot more energy so far. He's been very smart with it. His pit window has been open now. Pit window open.
Oh, Blaze is in. Blaze made a mistake. The gap was 2.4 seconds, and he immediately goes into the pits. But it picks up 3 seconds, which is gonna promote everyone up a spot. Oh, and Joe is battling with Sneaky Tom. Oh, side by side through the fast left-right hander. That's definitely not what you want. And Joe has to back out of that move. Is this gonna promote Lars up into P7? No, it's not, but it will be a big slipstream fest down the straight. Joe needs to make sure he gets a good exit. Oh, as he runs into the back of Storm. Oh, hopefully he didn't get wing damage from it. But he's definitely really close to the back of the racing point now with DRS and overtaking Abel. He's almost running out of ERS as well, but he's gonna make the move around the outside, and job done. And is Lars gonna follow immediately? Oh, Joe almost lost it on exit again, and Lars is being put under pressure from JSEC. Well, this is the problem for JSEC. Lars will get DRS, and it's just a big DRS train where it's really hard to make a move. So Joe got past Sneaky Tom again. Sneaky Tom dropped down to P7. Oh, as JSEC almost lost it. But he is on the hards, but crucially enough for him, already up into P9. And he can see P6 in front, which should give him some confidence. Going on board, look at Robert. It's either Ricky making a mistake or Robert picking up the pace, but he is so close to the back of that Ferrari as Connell is going into the pits. Connell is going for the undercut as well. He's probably gonna cover off Blades.
Yeah, but Blades had a wing change, so we won't have to worry about Blades. Now this is the power of the undercut. Expect Connell, if he gets clear air, to get ahead of Ricky and Bob here. It's going to be very, very close. If he can get a really good outlap on those mediums, because Ricky's struggling. Ricky's now 3.2 behind May. There's a yellow in second, 1 and 2 to the spinner.
Lars lost it. Coming out of the fast left-hander.
Jaws crashed as well, and it's a virtual safety car. Oh, it's a big accident there, but Connell's just avoided. Now, fortunately, I don't know if Connell will actually gain at all, because it came out as he was at the pit exit.
He should at least gain a little bit from it. But it will depend on how long the virtual safety car stays out, because if it stays out long enough, then Rage Snipe should be able... Oh, it's clear again. Yeah, never mind.
Let's have a look on
yeah, weird stuff. I think it was just the soft giving up, because it was both Joe and Lars on those 6-lap old soft tires who lost it. Lars is in the chat now. Mate, can you please tell us what happened? Did you just lose it because of the amount of grip, or was it an accident with another driver? Because actually quite interesting to know.
Sorry, actually, but Connell is absolutely eating away at Rage's lead. He's already gained a second alone in just one sector, and this is what the undercut is all about. Now, expect the guys to pit.
Matty is
Rage
in.
doesn't pit.
And Matty is in.
And Ricky doesn't pit either, but Rob does.
So is it a one-stop for Rage and Ricky?
That has to be it, because the undercut, it's not smart. Around here, you want to, if you're going to do the 2-stop, you pit early. Because here comes Connell now, second to last corner.
Ooh, it will be very close between Connell and Robert. Connell on something straight now. They actually go on top of each other there. And it's going to be Connell coming out on top.
Yeah.
Or is it? Or is it? Yes, just about. But it's Connell up into P9. Robert dropping down to P10 after their first pit stop. Because I assume they're going to make another one unless they will drive these mediums till the end of the race. But crucially enough, Connell in front of Robert. I said it a couple of laps before. Connell needs to make the overtake because of a pit stop. Because on track he just wasn't able to make a move. But look at Robert already with DRS down the inside. Brakes very late. Oh, still side by side. Connell defends the inside. Now the switchback. Couldn't quite pull it off. And who's gonna get DRS? It is Robert. And with the overtake around the outside, and he's probably gonna get it done before the braking zone. Yes, he is. Great overtake from the Dutchman, and Connell is now back at where he started from, behind Robert, and he picks up a 3-second time penalty in the process.
Now Matty, he's got past Roland. He's 19.6 seconds behind Rage Snipes.
Oh, and look at this. Rage Snipes goes into the pits, but Ricky stays on for another lap.
Yeah, Ricky must, unless Ricky's thinking of doing softs at the end, or a one-stop. That's the only way those could make sense. That's what he's doing now.
Well, Lars is in the chat. He says he got really annoyed by all the battles and the amount of mistakes he made, and then he just lost it because of the amount of grip. Yeah, that's what I thought on those old softs.
Well clear of Rage. Rage has dropped well back. Rage has lost
a lot of time.
Just one lap, and that's, I guess, because...
Oh, look at Roland.
Yeah.
On those 8-lap old softs.
Rage is on hards. I've just noticed that Rage is going for the one-stop.
He is definitely going for the one-stop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Otherwise, there's like no way you want to go that long on those soft tires. So he's definitely going to stretch it till the end of this race. He did it at France as well, remember? Where he went for the one-stop and literally destroyed the whole field because of the strategy. The only thing now for Rage Snipes is he doesn't want a safety car anymore in this race, because that's going to throw everything down the drain if a safety car comes out.
Unless it's at the towards the last 10 laps, then you're allowed to get a free pit stop almost. Save a lot of time in a pit stop and put on fresh tyres, which are soft, medium. So it's not doom and gloom, but yes, I agree. He does not want a safety car to come out right now, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have got, this is what we wanted, a strategy on our hands. Meanwhile, Matty Robbo has got a big battle ahead of him with people that still have yet to pit. You've got Tebow, Sneaky Tom and Kelster. So these guys are looking for one stop as well then. Ooh, Tebow.
But look at this as well, Thibaut and Roland are both still on 8 lap old softs, and Roland is coming in now together with Thibaut. I don't know what's going on at the Renault garage, but that's not communication right there. Both into the pits, and Roland will have to double stack. You can see his teammate already in front. This is going to be a very long pit stop for the captain. And look at this, this is definitely not what you want. Oh, and he's losing so much time. No communication at the Renault garage, and that's gonna hurt Roland this race. Look at Matty, he's so close to Sneaky Tom. In fact, he's already side by side with Sneaky Tom. Goes back into the slipstream, moves out of the racing point once again with DRS, and a little bit of overtake, got past the Dutchman and back up into P4, and now he's behind Kelsweg. And is he gonna get past Kelsweg on the next straight? I think that is a little bit too ambitious. But you never know, he puts it in overtake with DRS, he's gonna try, he's definitely gonna go for it. Look at the amount of time he's gaining. He's gaining. Down the inside. Never mind what I said. He is up into P3. Brilliant job from Matty Robbo. And look at the amount of time he pulled away from Ray Snipes as well. Ray Snipes struggling on those hards. And if Matty Robbo is gonna go till the end on those mediums, then he is in the top seat right now. If he still needs to make another pit stop, he needs to pull away as much as possible to make sure he's got time enough to get back to Rage Snipes again. Look at Ricky, by the way. Is Ricky gonna come into the pits? Yes, he is. On lap 10, Ricky finally decides to go into the pits. But on what tire is he gonna go onto? Is it gonna be the hard tire or the medium tire? It's gonna be the medium tire, and I think, knowing Ricky, he is gonna stretch these mediums till the end of the race.
Yeah, it's doable. It's definitely doable, but I don't think it's the best strategy because he's lost so much in his first stint. He's gonna, well, he was lucky. He's not gonna get held up too much in traffic. But by the end of this race, he's just lost so much. The thing is, he's so far behind everyone else now that he hasn't really. He's not going to have much of a gap basically when Matty pits, and he's going to be a sitting duck. Those mediums, unlike the hards, the end of the line, they really do struggle. You're losing seconds a lap with them. So I don't think this strategy is the best one, but he's going for it.
Oh, look at this. Rage Snipes and Robert both got past Sneaky Tom, and Robert actually with the double slipstream overtakes the 2 racing points in only one straight, but now he needs to defend. He's putting it up into overtake, but I think Rage Snipes with the DRS is gonna come back at him. Let's see, side by side onto the braking zone, and Rage Snipes actually got in front of Robert. Crucial move from Rage Snipes. He picks up 3 seconds in the process, but at least he got in front. His teammate picked up 3 seconds as well. Oh, and Connell lost it. Oh, and he's not happy. Don't see any front wing damage, which is fortunate for him. But he lost a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, look, so Matty's 1.1 ahead of J-Sack, Kelster for 3 behind, who's holding up this battle here of Rage Snipes.
Oh, Robert had to run wide coming out of the last turn. Yeah, these guys know each other very well, and Kelsweg is definitely helping Rage Snipes here. Rage Snipes got past after turn 1, and Robert is now stuck until pretty much the start, until pretty much after the hairpin, when he's gonna make the overtake, unless he's gonna go for the move round the outside at the end of sector 1. Yeah, Kelsweg is really defending hard here, but Robert is making his car as wide as possible, and that's a good move from Robert. He will get DRS. He is within a second, so Robert did everything well there. Oh, he didn't get DRS.
No, he didn't. No.
He didn't get DRS. He was within a second, I thought. But he is still within a second of Rage Snipes. He needs to get a good exit now, and he will get DRS for the second straight. Let's see if he does. Yes, he does. So nothing lost there. Rage Snipes tried to outplay him with overtaking Kelsweg going into turn 1, but at the end it stayed the same, and Robert is actually on for a podium finish right now, as long as he doesn't have to make another pit stop.
this is great. This is what, like I said earlier, this is what having two stop the potential strategy or go for one stop does.
Sorry to interrupt. Blades is actually was side to side with. Oh, he's got no front wing. Virtual safety car is out. What happened with Blades? I saw him getting close to Harold, and then as they entered the braking zone,
and Kelster's pitting. Rob's deciding to pit.
Oh, smart play actually. Oi, and is he gonna go on to another set of mediums? I would assume so. Let's see. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Because if he gets out in front of Ricky, he's just about where Ricky is.
Yeah, Ricky's gone past him already. He's in turn 1.
Yeah, but look at this. Like, he's going on the turn 1 now, and if you look at the gap between him and Ricky, it's not that big actually. So, Dan picked up drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car, but the gap is not that big. So Robert is actually on for a podium finish once again. I think this is a really smart play from the Dutchman.
I'm not sure. I mean, he has saved time, but his medium's going to be 5 laps older. So come towards the end of the race, he is going to be struggling. We'll see. We'll see, obviously, come the end of the race, but I don't know if that was necessarily the best strategy. Personally, for me, I don't think anyway. It's definitely better than Ricky's, if you think Ricky's trying to do the medium strategy, but Ricky is further up the road.
Yep, just made an overtake on Harold, and now up into P4. Yeah, so both Ricky and Robert will try to manage it till the end. I'm not sure about Rage Snipes, I think he will exactly do the same. So it just depends on what Matty Robert is gonna do. He is 5 seconds clear, almost 6 seconds clear from Rage Snipes. He wants to extend that gap, but is he gonna extend it to make another pit stop, or is he just extending it till the end of the race? We've got to wait and see. I think I'm gonna go on board with Thibaut, as he is close to Kel's swag, fighting for battle for P8 at this point in the race.
But the gap seems to have stabilised now between Matty and Rage. It's staying pretty similar, so the advantage you get on the medium is already levelled off. First 5 laps in. Dan is already doing his drive through.
Yeah, Dan is having a horrible race, but what I'm always thinking is like, this is those kind of races where if one thing goes really bad, then everything goes really bad. You can better have it all in one race than spread over the whole season. So just get this one out of the way, forget it, focus on to next week and actually score some decent points. Who's trying to score some decent points is Thibaut, as he is side to side with Kel's swag. Come on, make me happy and go for the switchback. No, he was trying, he was thinking about it, but he goes back into slipstream with DRS right now, and the overtake button enabled. Should be an easy job for Frenchman. As he got past. Job done. That's the Renault up into P8 and the Red Bull dropping down to P9.
And Matty's been able to pull away 6/10 on this lap, so it is crucial. He is still being able to pull away from Rage. And he will be looking to hit around lap 18, I would have thought. So, start of lap 18, so not much long left to go on these mediums. And then you will have to hunt down Rage.
Let's see, both Matty and Ricky without any time penalties, as Robert just put in the fast lap of the race. It's gonna be a very tricky one, but this is much more entertaining than, for example, the tracks where it's only gonna be a one stop, because you just don't know if the front runners are gonna make another pit stop, and as soon as a safety car comes out, it's gonna change every single thing. So these guys need to be patient. Don't pick up penalties, because it can hurt you at the end of the race, like we saw last week, where a late safety car caused absolute chaos with the amount of time penalties everyone got. And Harold, actually, to be honest, is doing a pretty good job to keep up with Ricky. But look at Robert, he closed in really quickly, and with ERS should be able to make an overtake. Long way round, but fair enough, got it done before the braking zone. And that's Robert back up into P5, and he already closed the gap to Ricky, just showing us the pace he's got in the Haas. And I think if he can get past Ricky quick enough, he should be able to close in to Ray Snipes, who got a 3-second time penalty, so he only needs to gain 6 seconds in 13 laps. It is doable, it will be a hard job, but it's definitely doable.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fascinating finale, I feel. Which strategy works. J-Sack's doing a mighty run, to be fair. Still keeping Rage Snipes behind, although Rage is slightly catching him. But just shows you how little the hard tyre drops off. J-Sack is on 15 lap old hards. Rage has struggled to really catch J-Sack that much. I know he's now just under in DRS zone, so he should be able to line him up maybe in the second straight, but J-Sack's done a really good job on this hard tyre, and now he'll be able to enjoy, I guess, his aim. Soft tyre, or maybe he'll pit around lap 18 for the medium.
Ooh, look at this, Robert is getting close to Ricky. Is he gonna go for the move already? No, he's not, he's waiting for the second straight, which I think is a pretty smart move. Now getting the better exit, and he's probably gonna put in an overtake just to be absolutely sure. Yes, he is. Around the outside of the Welshman, brilliant and lovely helicopter view, and that's job done. That's the Haas driver up into P4. 9.3 seconds now is the gap between him and Ray Snipes. Ray Snipes got those 3 seconds added to his time, so it's going to be very interesting to see how quickly he can close in on the Racing Point in front, who is now 8 tenths behind J-Sack. Is J-Sack gonna come into the pits now, or is he gonna hold up Ray Snipes even more? He is gonna hold up Ray Snipes even more, because he stayed out for at least another lap.
Yeah, that's it, and now that means the gap between Matty, Robbo and Rage is 7.3, 7.4, 7.3, so all these seconds add up. Dean and Matty will have an almighty 10, 11 laps. I'm thinking, let's have a look. Is he got? Well, to be fair, it doesn't say on the dash that he's going to pit this lap. So we will have a little icon appear to say his pit window is open. So maybe he's going to do one more lap, then he will pit. J-Sack's pit window has opened, so we expect him to be pitting this lap as he defends against the Racing Point. Racing Point goes around the outside. Oh, and I think he's just about done it, but will J-Sack make life hard because he's going to have the DRS this time. So J-Sack will now try and make the move past the Racing Point. Racing Point has to therefore use a lot of its DRS. J-Sack's going around the outside. Oh, this could be contact. Fair play.
Yeah, they let each other live, and J-Sack was actually minding his own business there, because he was thinking about his own race and not trying to hurt Ray Snipes too much. But look at the gap between him and Robert, 6.9 seconds. He gained 3 seconds on the last, almost 3 seconds, 2 seconds actually, on the last lap, which is insane. Of course they were battling, and it will be much less on the next lap. But it actually shows how good of a race pace Robert actually got, because he put away 1.5 seconds to Ricky on this last lap. And Ricky is not a little boy, he exactly knows what he's doing, and pulling away 1.4 seconds from the Welshman is a brilliant job.
Yeah, Matty again, his icon isn't showing for him to pit. Now I'd be surprised, because unless he's decided to go for the soft at the end, which I don't think is necessarily the best thing to do, unless he's still got great strategy on the, great pace on the medium tyre, because I feel like it'll give him too much, surely too much to do. But it doesn't say he's going to pit, so maybe he is looking to extend. Because if he were going on the medium, around now you'd put the medium on, around lap 18, lap 19.
Yeah, definitely.
His icon hasn't appeared, but he wants to hit. He is still pulling away from Rage, but Rob is now. So Rob is 15 seconds behind May, and a pit. How much do we lose in a pit now around here? It's roughly, it's going to be 19 seconds.
Yeah, 19. It's not that much because it's a short pit straight, and you can actually gain something from the exit because you go under the track. So it's not too bad around here.
So Rob would be 5 and a bit seconds clear of May right now. But May obviously is going again. And still his icon doesn't appear. So I guess he's going to carry on. He must be going on to the soft.
He's either going to go onto the softs or just stretch it till the end, really.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he's got. It's the other. I mean, he's got the space and the gap to do that. Well, he will be very. That'll be a hard one to do. I mean, it's possible, but those mediums will be dead.
Oh yeah, definitely. They will be screaming at the end of the race. And just look at the gap between Rage Snipes and JSEC. It's only 1.7 seconds, while JSEC is on 18 lap old hards and Rage Snipes is on 9 lap old hards. So that actually shows that the drop off on the hards is almost nothing.
Yeah.
And it will show that Rage Snipes will probably nearing lap, I would say 22, 23. We'll actually see Rage Snipes gaining a lot of time on Matty Robbo. Who's gaining is Roland as well. He's gaining on Kelswag. In fact, he already got past Kelswag before the braking zone, and that's Roland up into P8.
Brilliant job by Roland. Great recovery drive for him after that start. Up into P8, and Kelster didn't really have a chance to battle, but Kelster is on hard tyres. Roland is on the mediums, despite them being older mediums. It just shows the pace difference of them at the moment. So Ricky's at 7 laps on those mediums, Rob's at 5 laps on mediums. And yeah, Matty is carrying on. As you are, 11 laps on those mediums. Lap 20 of 28.
Lap 20 of 28, and it's looking really good from Matty Robbo at this point of the race. 8.8 seconds to Rage Snipes, and with JSEC having to make another pit stop, is Robbo actually in a net P3, 3.1 seconds behind the EU4 driver with Ricky in P5. He won't be happy about the fact that Robert made the pit stop, which turned out to be a brilliant strategy call, as Harold is into the pits. He pitted for another set of mediums, surprisingly enough, so not opted to go for the softs, but opted to go for the mediums. Where is he gonna come out on track? I think just behind Justin, just in front of Justin. Fair enough. Is Justin gonna go for the move immediately? 7/10 is the gap. He will be closing in, of course. Those mediums won't be warmed up yet. I think with a much... Yeah, Justin is only on 1 lap old soft, so it should be almost equal on pace now. He puts it into overtake with DRS, so he should be closing on this straight, and I think he will be going for a move on the second DRS straight. Let's wait and see. In the braking zone, closing in. He's really close to the back of the Mercedes now. Oh, but a much better exit for Harold with DRS and overtake once again. I don't think...
Matty's pitting. Matty's pitting. He must be going for the softs. Oh my god. He obviously felt he couldn't make the mediums go to the end. And this is surely a medium, a soft medium.
Soft?
Yeah, it's softs. The Jason Rage goes past JSAC. Oh, he's got an issue with the pits. Oh, it might just be me.
Oh, yeah, you gave me a heart attack there. Even I didn't saw it. Oh my days. But yeah, Matty Robbo comes out in P5.
Look how much time he's got. And the problem with the soft is
10 seconds.
It does drop off. It drops off. He will, by the end of this race, have no tyre.
Oi oi oi. So this is gonna be really close.
If he had have pitted on lap 18, he would have been on mediums, and he would have been able to just be ahead of Ricky still. Admittedly, he hasn't got that much of a gap between himself and Ricky, and he should catch him within 2 laps. Not even that really, because those softs are going to have such an advantage.
Those softs will have a big advantage, but I don't think he is gonna gain enough time to close back in. 9 seconds hit to the leader.
Yeah.
He's closing in rapidly, of course, but is he gonna keep on this pace for the remaining 9 laps of this race? I don't think he will. Those tires will definitely drop off, and we see it with the hard tires. Actually staying on the same pace, but he is gaining a lot of time though.
Yeah,
he's almost gaining 2 seconds a lap.
Yeah, it's massive. Those softs, when they're at their peak, especially this next lap now, they're up to temperature. Yeah, he's gonna be...
Jacek goes into the pit, so now we're actually watching the top 4 as it is right now, with Rage Snipes leading the way, 3 seconds in front of Robert. If Robert can close in within the 3-second window, he actually is gonna get P1, because I don't think Robert has got any time penalties. Maybe Robert already going for the move now. He was looking to make a move down the inside of Ricky. He's waiting for the straight. Smart move indeed. As he will get the better exit after the chicane, so he should be able to make the move now and to be safe of the second DRS bit. And look at this already. He is flying around the track.
The soft, let's see, he has got. Overall, he is only 6.2 behind our race leader, who is on 12 lap old hards. Claw this back. I mean, he's forced himself to do it the hard way by doing this.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be an almighty victory if he was able to do it, but he's not going to have much advantage on those soft tyres. It's only going to be about 4 or 5 laps where he's going to have the pace and feel as though he's going to get to the leaders and the pace will equal out, I feel. That is my only fear with that soft tyre. But Rob is only 2.2 behind Rage. We have got a battle for the win here, and you know, I still feel him pitting earlier. I mean, it was during the virtual safety car, so he didn't lose as much time. But I would have thought it would equal out with the fact that obviously he's had to go longer on these mediums. So now, obviously, if he was on fresh mediums, he's running at a faster pace, so it would be pretty equal, I feel. Whatever he's gained in this pitting earlier on the ENC, I feel like he would have actually, would have made a difference because he's pitted that much earlier. But the important thing for him is he's only 1.6 behind Rage, and Rage doesn't seem to have the straight line speed. Matty Robbo is already 1.9 behind him.
He is flying around here. Oh my days.
It's going to be the traction zones where those softs are going to be so much more superior, particularly on a 9-lap medium car Rob and a 13-lap hard of Rage. That's the only thing he's got going for him as well, is those two guys are long on their strategy. He's going to be with him by next lap.
Yeah, 100%. He will fly past Robert, I think, and fly past Rage Snipes as well, but it just depends on how much the tires are going to drop at the end of the race, because once they go off the cliff, we saw it with Joe and Lars earlier on in this race, they out of nowhere lost it through the fast left and right hander. So yeah, hopefully for Matty that it's not gonna happen to him. Robert closed in to within a 1 second window of Rage Snipes in front, and I think Matty Robo is gonna do the same before the DRS detection point, which would mean that we will have a big DRS train for the last couple of laps, where Matty Robo will try to overtake them as soon as possible and then pull away as quick as he can. But is Robert gonna make a move first? He's on 50% ERS, and he will know that Matty Robo is on the run now, and if I was Robert, I would want to overtake Rage Snipes as soon as possible to make sure you get at least one car between you and Matty. As he is closing in the braking zone, he will get a little bit of a better exit than Rage Snipes with the tires, and he sort of got it, puts it into overtake now with DRS. Is he quick enough to make a move on Rage Snipes? I don't think he is. He is really far away, but is he gonna go for it? Oh, he was thinking about it, but Rage Snipes shuts the door. And that remains Robert in P2 and Medrobo in P3.
It's the great thing. We got a hard tyre in P1, a medium tyre in P2, and Matty on the soft on P3. The top three on different tyres. This is the unique feature you get with Abu Dhabi. And that was crucial. Really needed to get past Rage that time, because now he's got Matt all over the back, and Matt is going to be desperately trying to get ahead before the DRS. If I was him, I'd try and get past him down this main straight and be the guy who's in front of him into the DRS queue.
Yeah, but I don't think Medrobo's got the exit. No, he doesn't. And he needs to play it cool now. He needs to stay cool, being patient, and not lose your front wing, because it's so easy to make a mistake on the braking or on an exit. Oh, Robert is thinking about making a move down the inside. No, he's not. Oh, this is gonna be very tense for the last couple of laps. Lap 25 or 28. Robert is so close to the back of Rage Snipes. Is Medrobo gonna get a double slipstream? You never know. He is gonna get a double slipstream. He's already side by side with Robert, and I think he's gonna go and make a move on Rage Snipes as well. Yes, he is. Down the inside. Rage Snipes defends the inside. Make a switchback. Oh, he didn't make the switchback.
I question it. I feel like that wasn't the smartest move on Matty Robbo's part. I feel like he should have waited and then just did the DRS simply in the second straight. Here we go, free wide. Rob's going around the outside. Unreal. He's done it. Rage
still side by side. Rage Snipes picked up another 3 seconds. That's 6 seconds now for Rage Snipes. Oh, they make contact again. It's Rage Snipes is off.
And we got a yellow in sector 1.
No, but he saved it again. He's still there.
Yeah, he's...
And Robert is leading now, with Medrobo behind him.
On those old 11 lap old mediums. But Matty's probably only got a couple more laps left of advantage in these softs.
When are those softs gonna drop off? That's gonna be the question. It seems like he's still got the pace. Ricky now, only 5 seconds, 5.2 seconds behind Rage Snipes. So as long as he stays within the 6-second window, Ricky actually will take P3 in this race. Blaze is asking the question. I just confirmed it. So Robert now leading the way, and Medrobo being in P2, he needs to get past the Dutchman in P1, because otherwise he will have problems at the end of the race. Should be easy move for Medrobo. Now with DRS, he is really low on ERS actually.
Both are low on ERS though.
Yep.
Rob's got a little bit more.
Look at Robert now. He's gonna try the same thing again, but look at the exit. Yeah.
You know, as Matty sort of wait, use your overtake, he's got enough of a gap. And this is where Matty just keeps it clean, don't get any penalties. The superior grip he's still just about have. Yeah, Rob, you can see Robert struggling, trying to carry a bit too much speed, trying to match the apex speed Matty was able to do.
Yeah, but it's not much though. He's not pulling away. So Robert is still in to make a move on the straight with DRS. Oh, 7/10 now. Oh, you lost it. For the hotel section. Oh.
Yeah, those mediums are starting to lose it. The thing is, it's 12 lap mediums. And 12 laps on those mediums, they are gone. 13 laps. That's the problem. This is the problem with Matty pitting early. Robert pitting early now, unfortunately. He's got no tyre left. So even Matty on 5 lap old softs is still going to have a superior grip advantage. So we have a driver going very slow. It's an Alpha of Dan.
But crucially enough, Robert still has DRS. Is this? Oh, I know what's happening. I definitely know what's happening. It's then gonna give DRS to Matty.
Yeah.
Because there's no way then it's gonna go this slowly.
No.
Being on fresh softs.
Yeah.
This is team play and a half from the Alphas. Oh no, Dan is just gonna pull out of the way. Fair play, but he still gave him DRS. He still gave Medrobo DRS.
Yeah. chicane in sector 2. Unfortunately for him. Oh, another yellow. Oh, Justin. Unfortunately, it's too late to have a safety car.
Yeah,
Weird place to lose it.
It would have made things very interesting once again. Yeah, in fact, really weird place to lose it. Know what happened there? Connell got past Blaze, but we have to focus on the battle for the lead as they're entering the last lap of this race. And what a race it's been once again. Well, who's gonna be the winner? Robo needs to stay clean of time penalties. And Robert is not close enough. He won't get DRS on the straight, and I think this is it. And Ricky, oh look at Ricky, just within the 6-second window. Oi 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 oi.
It's not over yet for Ricky to get on that podium. Yeah, fair play to Rage for doing the one stop, but it just wasn't quite in the end. It's just not quite the optimal strategy. Not far off, but I think it's pretty conclusive that two stop is.
Look at this, by the way. It's Ricky and Jacek. Is Jacek gonna make a move on Ricky? Oh, he's putting it into overtake and with DRS, but I don't think he is close enough.
Don't overtake off.
Yeah, no he's not. And I think Jacek has time penalty as well, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Well, Ricky, 6.4 seconds. Oh, lost it on exit. Now Jacek is in the game. Now he is in the game. Is he gonna go for the move around the outside? No way around here. No way that you're gonna make a move around the outside around here. Oh, he breaks late. Oh, Ricky looks up. Switchback. Switchback for Jacek.
Oh, Ricky spun, drifting, and they both spin.
Oh, they're both off.
But Matty wins.
But the Robo takes it. On the line, what an end to this race. Rage Knives P3. And now Harold is actually gonna take P4. The scenes. Oh my days. You can't ride this.
And Jacek lets Ricky through.
Ricky will be fuming.
Yeah,
Roland, look at Roland, P7. Good job from the Dutchman. Is Kelsweg gonna take it on penalties? No, he's not. Thibaut taking P9. Now it's waiting for Sneaky Tom to take the final point. But what an end to this race. Oh my days.
Yeah, Sneaky gets the final points. As Blades end up losing a load of time, so Blades and Connell must have had a moment.
Yeah, Spot is actually beating Blades.
Yeah, Spud's got ahead of Blades, and yeah, Blades got wing damage.
Yeah, Blades got I think 3 hours of time penalties as well. Yeah, going into the pits. Walk of shame, going into the pits. This is it. What a ways we've seen once again. It's like Tier 3 never disappoints. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
Kelsweg getting driver of the day. That's purely based on the amount of positions he gained. Fair enough to him. Ricky immediately left the session as well. Can completely understand the frustration. So here we have it, our podium for today, with Robo taking the win in front of Robert, who will probably be very happy about his P2, and Rage Snipes in P3. It's the first time we actually get to hear Robert on stream now, because I don't think he picked up a podium before.
Yeah, it's much more like it.
Yeah, much more like it. This is Robert with the Robert we expected to see all season long, and he turned up today and he did a brilliant job. So at the end, Matty Robo taking P1, Robert P2, Rage Snipes P3, Harold P4, Ricky P5, Jacek P6, Profotus P7, Kelsweg P8, Thibaut P9, and Sneaky Tom taking the final point. Connell P11, Spot P12, Blaze P13, Dan P14, Sissy 15, Justin 16, Joe 17, and Lars P18. Unfortunately, Joe and Lars retired very early on in this race. So I will invite you to the commentary box. Over in the chat, what a race indeed, mate. Let's see. Matty Robbo, Robert, and where's Rage Snipes? Here he is. So let's get the Alfa Romeo back on screen once again. Spot joined as well. Brilliant.
He was just like, "Do I have to?" I said, "Yeah, it'll be fine." What's the worst?
Yeah, Spot, I'm just gonna keep it really simple, mate. First of all, to all the guys, make sure your audio is unallowed to be shared, otherwise you won't be heard on stream.
I mean, believe it is shared already. It is.
Yes, I can confirm, Spot. Yeah, there's only one question I'm gonna ask you. How good does it feel to beat Blades?
Oh, it's the best feeling ever, man. Can't beat it.
Brilliant job, mate. Really well done. I would say Spot in for Blades next couple of seasons, next couple of races. He's actually showing the pace.
Next couple of seasons, Jesus.
Yeah, just put Spot up there. He deserves it. Well done, mate. Really good drive, and see you on Thursday. Going on with our podium. First starting off with Rage Snipes taking P3. You were leading for quite a bit at the end of the race on those hards with Robert behind you. Had a battle. What happened between you and Robert? Was it you losing it on exit or was it a contact? What happened?
Yeah, there was a little contact, but nothing to say. He was faster. I wanted to battle, but no sense to battle. And Robert had advantage of the virtual safety car, and he came very fast back. But yeah, nothing to say actually.
Yeah, you picked up some penalties in the process as well. Did you know the guys behind were on 0 seconds of time penalties, or were you still thinking about maybe they have time penalties as well, or were you quite sure
No, I knew
you were gonna finish behind?
I knew they had zero penalties, but I had 2 warnings because I was fighting with Robert. I don't know. I don't think he left me enough space, but yeah, that's it actually.
Yeah, it's still taking P3 because yeah, Ricky and Chasek actually made contact at the end, so that gave you the P3. Well done, really good drive and deserved podium, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Going on to our P2, Robert finally on the podium after showing the pace on a lot of different races. Finally there where, in my opinion, you definitely belong. Taking P2, not enough for the P1. Disappointed or still happy about taking P2 in this race?
Well, I'm happy I got the podium, but yeah, the start was really bad for me because I don't know what happened, but my controller, I pressed the brake, but it didn't brake fully, so I made contact with Matty, I think, and then I just had no momentum going onto the first chicane, so I got overtaken by like 4 guys, and that really screwed my race over. And then later, in the first couple of laps, my TV almost turned off, so I had to. And it was also in the first chicane, so I think Dan was behind me, and then I had to defend from Dan, and it was just I was losing a lot of time to Matty, and I think that cost me in the end, even though I gained a lot of time with the virtual safety car because I just decided to pit for mediums because I could gain a lot of time on snipes also. So yeah.
Yeah, because you made another pistol. You were on mediums before the virtual safety car. Were you gonna go till the end already on those set of mediums, or
No.
were you still on the 2-stop back then before the
Yeah,
virtual safety car?
I was thinking the same strategy as Matty did, so soft, medium, soft, but when I saw there were like 15 laps to go, I thought I can save a lot of time with just pitting for another set of mediums and just chipping away on snipes, and then hoping Matty doesn't come back fast enough, but in the end he did, so fair play to him.
Yeah, good strategy call from Matty, but at the end, a brilliant strategy call to go on to another set of mediums as well, because you actually overtook Ricky and Snipes because of it, so really well done. P2, yeah. Congratulations, man, enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks.
Then going on to our race winner, you got, yeah, your race got a little bit destroyed last week because of the safety car, but now you took revenge and with a brilliant strategy call at the end to the victory. Was it always the plan to go on to the soft medium soft strategy, or were you at some point in the race thinking about stretching this mediums till the end?
In qualifying it was definitely soft medium soft, because I've only did 2 runs on like, the softs. Then managed to clutch the second run and put my best time in qualifying of the week, which was then pole. Then off the start really okay-ish start, then got, I think obviously Robert said, I think Robert touched me or something, like
yeah,
nothing major. And then Ricky and Rage Snipes also made fast starts as well and put the pressure on early doors, so it looked like it was going to be a really long and difficult race. And then yeah, VSC obviously came out and I thought, I've only just pitted, so I might as well just stay out. And then it was around like lap 18, 19, 20 I saw the gap was stabilising. I thought, do I really stretch them and be really vulnerable at the end, or I might as well use these fresh softs that I had left and try and come back at these guys and have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, at the end it paid off and it worked brilliantly. Were those softs completely destroyed at the end, or was there still something left to...
I had extra fuel left over, so I had
fair
that
enough.
to burn. But I was I was scared. I got twice. I nearly got sandwiched by both of them going into, I think that double chicane thing, and then I think Rage Snipes when they both made contact with each other nearly spun into me, and it was just like, oh my god, what's going on? And at that point I was just thinking, just championship, keep on the road. And I think I did like the last 16 laps when I was on 2 warnings. So yeah, a little stressy, but just glad to make it over the line. And then shout out to Danny with the DRS.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
I definitely saw that one. Yeah, I immediately got flashbacks from last season where it happened to Big Slater when he pulled away from me. It's
sure you wanted it? And I was like, not, I kind of focusing on other stuff, but maybe okay. And he tried, like, the first stroke wasn't close enough, and then he sort of, I don't know, was able to get in the DRS range afterwards. I was like, oh, brilliant, you're a legend, bye.
Yeah, brilliant team play there, and at the end it gave you the full 25 points. Fully deserved, mate. Really well done, and enjoy it.
Cheers, guys. Well done, Robert. Well done, Rage. Another top performance from you two.
So with that, it rounds off the stream for today. Congratulations once again to the podium guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the stream, and Lewis for joining the comment ropes with me. It was a pleasure as always.
Yeah, it was a great race. Thanks, guys. Well done on your top 3, and yeah, thanks for making a great race. All 3 different strategies, and good luck for next race.
Definitely looking forward to it next week already. If you don't want to miss anything from Constant Speed, make sure you hit the follow button, or if you feel very genuine, the subscribe button, however you want to call it, I don't care. If you want to support Constant Speed even more, check out our web shop. The link is in the description. We keep you up to date on Twitter and Instagram and on Facebook. Tomorrow you can tune in for the AU2 race and the AM2 race, on Wednesday for the AU1 and AM1 race, and on Thursday for the AU4 race where you can see spot racing once again. Don't want to miss that one, definitely. Other than that, thank you for tuning in once again. Make sure you tune in next week. As I always say, have a good one, stay safe, and goodbye.